They are. Again, some people like taking that risk to jump at 2 or 5 kilo after missing, but some people just love keeping it the same, just in case.
This will obviously be the biggest squat of all if she gets it. Will stand her in good stead going into the other discipline. The bar is loaded at 172.5 kilos.
Manages to stand it up again. Let's look for the lights. Another lifter managing to get that third attempt after missing the second. That's 3 out of 4 so far we've seen. Let's see if George Nash can make that 4 out of 4.
Again, as I said, this is the round where people are pushing boundaries, pushing to the limit. So you expect this squat to move a little bit harder than the other two because it's the third one.
Yeah, absolutely. Still cool, calm and collected. The 280 on his second did slow down a bit, so I'm hoping he can muster the energy enough to squat it to depth and then get it back up. Wow. Phenomenal job staying with that the whole time. There we go, 3 white lights, 4 for 4 of those lifters coming back for
Look
their
at that
third.
smile, you know you gave it all.
Yeah, definitely the right decision to retake that weight as well. 4 lifters remaining before we head through to the next flight of 120s. First up, we have Andy Williams, 290 kilos on the bar.
Okay, is it loaded now again? Bar is now loaded. It was previously loaded at the wrong height.
Oh, that is a great effort. Three white lights. Yeah, wow, they are really showing physical and mental fortitude in this flight. Jack Bain now coming out for 290 kilos.
These squats are getting to the level where you see 290, 300, 320, just thinking, Jesus Christ, this standard's just rising every year.
Yeah, for this to be, you know, the B session and to be hitting these 290, 300, 320 squats is absolutely incredible.
Incredible fight, incredible fight. Talking about limits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
That's a good lift, 3 white lights. And regardless of what happens in the next 2 squats, this session we will see more successful third attempts than we saw second attempts, which is quite something.
I think it's getting to that landmark mark in these weights with these men. The 300 squats is just incredible to watch. So let's see what Paul got. He's one of the Greater London finest.
Clearly a crowd favourite as well here.
Bar is loaded at 152.5 kilos of Bethany Winkler.
Oh, that's lovely.
You almost see that nod in the head and you know like, okay, he's got it. I don't need to worry.
Yeah, that is amazing. He is such a good squatter.
Paul there being handled by Joey Diva, who had a wonderful, wonderful day yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, you better than anyone knows how heavy 300 could feel on your back. So to move it like that.
I mean, regardless of what weight class you are, 300 squat is 300 squat.
Yeah, it's huge. And
another 320 by Junior. Jesus.
It's a 15 kilo jump on top of his second, and his second was crisp. This would be a 20 kilo PB.
Something over 700 pound, 705 pound squat.
Yeah, wow.
That's for the Americans.
320 now, Finn, a huge personal best, a huge squat on his third attempt.
This is by a junior in Group B. Incredible. Beautiful.
Oh, it's a lovely squat from Finn. Wow. And 3 white lights, a good lift. And with a flight of 4 missed seconds, successful first and successful thirds all the way throughout. Quite incredible to see.
Is that round that matters, that third round, when you see the greens, you just go, ah, beautiful.
Yeah, pretty rare to see all greens on that third round, so very, very nice. We move now immediately into the next flight of lifters. Kicking us off, we have Mark Keys, 225 kilos on the bar. Again, nice, clean 4 red plates.
It was beautiful to have those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red plates on the bar. Beautiful. You know, I didn't mean that the other colors don't matter, but it's just having that last red is just beautiful to look.
Absolutely, nice and clean.
This is what you call a raw squat. No sleeves, no belt. Just a squat.
Yeah, absolutely. And probably why he's a little slower on the way down to feel it out. It's a good lift, but yeah, very, very much so. A Joy Namani squat, if you will.
And then people watching at home, sometimes you'll be wondering why are they not wearing the sleeves or belt. Some people, it just works for them.
Yeah, and some people just have never trained like that and so don't feel the need for them. Barney Skinner now, 240 kilos.
Barney is one of the greater London lifter. One of mine. My boys.
No bias there at all.
Of course not.
Nice steady walk out there from Barney. It's a nice looking opener. And a good lift.
Barney there celebrate. That's beautiful free while. I was just waiting for the referees what they're going to say, but yeah.
Hector Van Smieren now, 240 kilos.
Look at Barney there being handled by Martin Bass, one of the legend of Great British Powerlifting.
Yeah. Hector Van Smieren opening at 240, 20 kilos below his personal best, so hopefully a nice comfortable opener for him.
Unfortunately, that is no lift for Rufayat. That was just not deep enough. Unanimous from all 3 referees, so just sink it deeper and you'll be fine. 182.5 on the bar, and the leader Raul. Ziara has a right to follow, and then we go to the top with Becker.
Beautiful 240 kilo by Hector right there.
Opening only 7.5 kilos below his best squat.
Again, you look at the size of these men, you're thinking, Jesus Christ.
Lovely deep squat.
Lovely. And the speed going down is just like wonderful.
That's a good lift, 3 white lights. 245 kilos being loaded on the bar for Sam Burgess. one of the taller 120s. Very easy opener. I think that was above his personal best as well for Sam. 3 white lights. Corner to name 245 kilos.
The bar is loaded at 152.5 kilos for Bethany Winkler. Come on, Bethany, this time.
You know, sometimes when you have the same weight with someone that just did it before you, it gives you that little bit of confidence as well, thinking, oh yeah, that's how it looked, and I'll try to make it look the same. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it was a really nice opener. 3 white lights, a good lift. You know, I agree. If you see a lifter squat that weight before you or lift that weight before you, it's easier to tell yourself, okay, it's possible.
Yeah.
Why can't I?
Oh, I'm sorry, no. That is followed by both side referees on the line.
We now have Hussein Weiswer opening at 250 kilos. Has a personal best of 265, so should be nice and comfortable.
I've seen this young man lifting a powering through last time. It was wonderful. Beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of power in that. And one of the juniors, again, in this flight, one of 2. 2 to 1, a good lift.
Again, we reached that quarter of a ton.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of weight. Very, very much.
252.5 kilos. Alex Stokes, our other junior. Yeah, it's very easy to forget, because we have such a high standard here, how good all of these lifters are.
These are juniors. Quarter of a ton. Unbelievable. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was really easy for Alex. And a good lift.
You know, sometimes you look at the speed of some of the squats and you wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Well, considering you're world champion, I don't think you're doing too much wrong. We can workshop. 257.5 for our final opener of the flight for Stephen Barber.
You know, the thing is, even whether you're a world champion or whatever, it doesn't stop you look at someone squatting, just appreciate it. You know,
absolutely.
That speed is just incredible.
Stephen giving respect to all the spotters and loaders, keeping him safe today.
These guys on the platform, sometimes they don't get enough credit. They actually do save our lives.
Yeah, they're really long days as well.
Where nice control squats right there.
Yeah, really nice and controlled.
It's a little bit deeper there. Again, when you're controlling a squat like that, you're going that slow in the hole. Sometimes to judge it is really hard. Again, I've been through that before, so I know what I'm talking about.
Well, he got 3 yellows, which is what I'm confused about. 3 yellows and also a blue. So I'm wondering what that was that he got called on. So we'll see for a second attempt. It looks like he's gone up anyway. For now, we have Mark Keys with 250 kilos.
It's another quarter of a ton squat. Row, no sleeves, no belt, just squatting.
Yeah, and he's jumped 25 kilos, which is not a small amount.
Let's see this.
Yeah, it's a really nice squat. He squats like a lot of the old boys in powerlifting used to see back in the day, which is cool. 2-1, a good lift. Unfortunately, the jury have overruled that to a no lift for Mark on account of depth. Hector Van Smeren, 255 kilos, a 15 kilo jump from his opener.
When you see these squats, it's like normally that 10-15 kilo jump is the norm from the first to the second.
Yeah, it's a little outside when we see a bit below or a bit above. Very nice.
Yeah, because sometimes as spectators we see these squats, you're thinking, oh yeah, it's only 10, it's only 15 kilo jump, but sometimes we forgot it's all the way as much as he squat in the first.
Yeah,
add that 15-10 on top.
Absolutely. I think especially when people say a 2.5 kilo jump, is you're not just lifting the 2.5, you have to do that huge
100%.
effort again and some.
Yeah.
Very easy to judge from the stands.
Me, what get me going is when I have a big squat and I add another 10, I always ask myself, tell myself like, okay, that's another 5 on the other side, another 5 on the other side, plus the 300. So let's go.
255 kilos for Manny Oruga, a 15 kilo jump. So a top end of that expected jump.
You expect that.
The bar is loaded. 190 kilos for Sean Arterton.
Slows down in the middle there, but fought through it really nicely.
Yeah, is that midpoint sometime on the squat, especially when you start jumping 10-15 kilos, you expect that midpoint to be a little bit sticky.
Yeah, and you know, as it gets heavier and we saw him slow down there, we can see where the sticking point is, and if he does fail on strength, where it probably will be. 260 kilos now for Barney, just slightly above that threshold we spoke about with a 20 kilo jump. You know, it also very much depends on, you know, what jumps you use in training as well and what you're used to.
I agree.
Did a really good job squatting through that. Hip shifted back a little bit, but you got it right back into position.
Again, is that middle one? It's not always easy to sit that when that mid with the middle rev. You know, again, that 20 kilo jump. Some people love taking that light opener for a little bit of a confidence building.
Yeah. 262.5 for Sam Burgess, a 17.5 kilo jump. Very strong looking second attempt. 2-1, a good lift.
We're just trying to pick on that platform there on the other platform. We're hearing British records about to go down with the Ziana.
I think she's getting very close to it. Yeah, there's a lot of good lifting on both platforms today, so if you can, get both streams up. 265 for Connor now. 20 kilo jump from his opener.
What a juice jump, 20 kilos. Let's see this. Come on, Connor. Again, as I said, like some people love taking their time on the platform to just take that extra second to settle.
Yeah, always worth it when it's a lot of weight.
Beautiful second attempt there by Connor.
Three white lights, a good lift. He did come off shaking his head though, so I'm not sure whether it felt heavier than expected or maybe he feels like, you know, he doesn't want to take that third attempt. We'll have to wait and see. 265 for Hussein, a 15 kilo jump. Yeah, and like you were saying before, you know.
He's in, 280.
Okay, so he definitely does want to come back out and go again.
Again, we're saying this is another one of the juniors that we have in this weight class.
Wow.
Beautiful. It's always good to see these juniors and sub-juniors literally like battling out with the seniors on the same platform. It's not just about the weight, sometimes it's the experience to go up against these big guys.
Yeah, absolutely, because obviously they have the option of doing junior nationals, but to come and face the open lifters is quite the statement.
Yeah.
267.5 kilos for Alex Stokes.
Lock your knees, get the position.
267 kilo by Alex.
Oh, let's see those lights. I'm sorry. It was not deep in. Oh, that's blues.
That is a beautiful second attempt there by Alex. Again, he's building his confidence all the way through with these squats. Almost like moving the same.
Yeah, he's looking really, really strong.
Wow.
Our final second attempt now. Stephen Barber, who he got 3 yellows on his opening attempt for skipping a command. So not a strength issue, it's a technical issue. So one of the situations I can see moving up after a missed opener being a fair enough choice.
Again, when we see in these jumps after people miss and then they jump up, some people they just love staying on the plan. And so I'm gonna stay with my plan A, not gonna badge for B or whatever. It's just that confidence building all the way through.
Yeah, and sometimes it does pay off.
So let's see.
And he waited for the commands this time round. And it paid off. 2 to 1, a good lift. But at that same point, you know, it's a great idea until it's not. You know, if it pays off, it's a great idea.
Sometimes you just have to gamble it.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It is a gamble, and it worked out for him this time round. And we are straight through to the third round of squats for this
Again,
flight.
this is the round where we see these men pushing to their limit. Again, we expect these squats to move slightly slower.
You hear that? Only slightly, guys. 250 for Mark Keys. His second got overturned by the jury for depth. The weight looked pretty comfortable, super controlled, so he is hoping he can do it one more time, a little deeper.
Quarter of a ton raw squat. See,
It looks better from here, but I want to wait to see what the referees think.
incredible. You gotta give it to him. Some of us, I'm watching him squatting that sleeveless. I'm just thinking, my old knees, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my knees are a little
My
achy just
knees.
watching.
It's almost my knees are screaming for him.
260 kilos for Manny. 5 kilo jump from his second, so perhaps feeling like he's getting towards that top end strength. Like we said, it's never just 5 kilos, it's everything you just did and some.
Oh, 100%. He has 255 there plus 5 kilos. Sometime again, as I said in the beginning, we intend to forget that what he did before. We judge people by the ads. The ads on mean something, but there's more into that bar than the 5 kilos he added on top.
There's that sticking point. He is fighting so hard. Oh my goodness.
Again. Oh my world.
I think that
Jesus
might be
Christ.
one of the best grinds I've ever seen.
Give me that grind next time I compete. I'm squatting anything.
That is such a shame. He gets called for downwards movement, and the jury want to give it to him, but I think they unfortunately agree.
The crowd is just going bonkers just because look at that grind.
Yeah, fair play to him. He still walked off smiling, and I would as well after completing a grind like that. Maybe you can go take some notes from him afterwards.
100%. I will have a chat with him how you did that. But again, he can take that as a gym PB.
Yeah. 267.5 for Barney Skinner now, taking a 7.5 kilo jump from his second.
Let's see. That is a 7.5 kilo from Barney. Jump.
On his solo line, he's coming out for 184 the third time. It has just been a problem with depth.
Again, this is that third round where you just say one more. That's it. Then I can bench.
Yeah, he's looking for a personal best today. Wow.
These are the grinds. These are the moments. You make a legend out of yourself when you look at these third grinds.
Yeah, you really do. It's 3 white lights, a good lift, and seeing some phenomenal third attempts here. Like we said, even though Manny didn't get that third attempt, it was
It's still
incredible.
the fact that he tried.
The fact that he tried and he did it, despite the blues. 270 now.
This
for
is
Sam
what
Burgess.
keeps some of us on the edge. Because
Yeah.
you're thinking, has he got it? Has he not got it? Do you know what I mean?
It's the fun of the sport. 270 now for Sam.
Let's see this from Sam. 270 kilo from Sam. Beautiful. Nice third. Nice third.
3 white lights, a good lift.
As a lifter, to be fair, you don't want to be grinding your squats because you want to save energy to the other lift.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
as
if
someone is
preferable.
watching, you want to see someone pushing that boundary, grinding that third, because you know they've left everything on the platform.
It certainly is more enjoyable as a spectator to see somebody push every lift than have an RP 7-day. But as a lifter, you certainly want energy moving forwards. 270 for Hector Van Smuren. 15 kilo jump from his second. Another nice looking third attempt. That's a good lift. The next 4 lifters, the final 4 lifters, will all take 280 for their third attempt.
That is just beautiful to see those numbers, and it literally will give the spotters a little bit of a 2-3 seconds of a braver.
Yeah. Don't have to pick any more plates up. So the first to take 280, Stephen Barber, jumping 10 kilos. Missed his opener, I think just jumping those commands.
Again, for lifters, like for spotters, it's good you don't have to load. But for lifters, when you see those 4 people coming in the same way, you almost ask yourself, oh my God, I don't have 60 seconds. You know?
Yeah.
I have less than that because the spotters will not be loading.
Well, that's not for this one, though. This is for the next one. But, full marks. So what's going on there? Is
No, unfortunately not there today. And I think that was the first miss on strength that we'd seen in this flight. The next lifter to take 280, Alex Stokes. 12.5 kilo jump from his second.
He's 267, moved quite well, so you expect the 280 to be a little bit sticky, but doable. Come on, Alex.
because you cannot officiate a British record if you are a divisional referee. So what we're seeing now is
Another lovely
Wow,
third.
beautiful.
trust me, James is a blue track. Right, so first, what we're starting this out.
Next one, another 280 kilos by Connor.
Here he comes.
And there is a history happening on the other platform.
Yeah, like I said, get both streams up if you can. 225 for Viziano over there. For here, 280 for Connor.
Let's see, Connor is just the last one. Again, his 265 kilo moved like a second, so I expect this to be comfortable for him. Yeah, move has at a third, should be moving.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Celebrations are always great. All the one we're getting on this other platform there. There's a history just been made by Ziana. Incredible.
Yeah, some quality lifting here today. And last on this platform to squat, we have Hussein Weisler.
Yeah, a last squat by a junior, 280 kilos.
Actually, both flights. The last squat we saw by juniors, 280 for Hussein here.
Again, this is what I said, when you're a junior, you're trying to hit your PBs with the big boys on the same platform. It's just beautiful. The future is really bright.
Wow.
Shows guts there. See what the referee says. Beautiful.
What a great squat session from the 120s there. And we are going to head into a 10-minute break now before bench press. So don't go anywhere, and we will catch you here in 10 minutes' time. Hello and welcome back to the SBD British Open Classic Championships 2024. Rejoined here by Durand Kengamu as we're about to head into bench.
Again, as we always said, people like us that can't bench. Bench is one of those rest period.
Yeah, well, we might see some people who favour bench a little bit more than you here today. And by the looks of some of the openers, I think that might be the case. Remember, we have 2 flights of 120B groups this afternoon, and we have the A group prime time at 6:30. So do come back for that as well.
Yeah, I mean, talking about bench, when I said people like us that can't bench the rest period, the reason I said that is Mr. Honor Albert is right in front of me looking at me. So, yeah, he says it all.
We, of course, have the A group, like I said, later this evening. The national record standing at 2:45.5. I assume held by Tony Cliff. It's just covered up there on the screen. But we start our B group now with Ian Lucy, 137.5.
That's quite close grip there by Ian Lucy. Some people prefer close grip than the wider grip. Beautiful, nice first bench there by Ian.
Yeah, and as well, as the arms get longer and the athletes get bigger, it just does also tend to start looking a lot closer grip because, you know, a max grip for a 57 kilo lifter versus a 120 can look very different.
I agree. Again, bench is one of those technical lifts out of the all threes.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot to look for when you're benching.
Charlie Moore now, 140. Also very interesting to see on bench press because, you know, the drop-off point is so fast with a lot of athletes. The jumps they take in these higher weight classes, the variation of that.
$140 by Charlie. It's always beautiful to see that first opener to just move, give it a little bit of confidence to that second and third. Talking about speed.
Yeah, it was very, very easy for him. You see, good lift. We don't necessarily want to have too much to speak about in bench press openers. We want them to be easy. We don't want them to be much, you know, drama to talk about. And we hope that is the case. 142.5 for Adam Crafer.
Especially on the first attempt, you don't want to give the referee too much to look for. It's almost make it as light as you can.
Yeah, and like you said, bench is probably the most technical of the 3 lifts and has the most things that can go wrong, the most things that the referees are looking for to be right. Hopefully we don't see those, but if we do, we will talk you through what the flags would be for. It's a good lift, 3 white lights. Not the speediest opener ever, but like we said, different athletes really move the bar in different ways. It's hard to tell until they're second if it's the weight or how they lift.
It all depends on the individuals as well, again, at the same time. Someone like me, I tempo my bench, so it's really hard to judge. That's what I always say to people, don't judge me going down, judge me going up.
It's a good law to live by. Andy Williams now with 145. Now, these are weights that, you know, you go to a commercial gym and most guys won't even be squatting.
Oh, 100%. This is what we call free bench, free plates bench at a commercial gym. A nice lift there by Andy. Again, like with the new IPF rules about the elbow depth, again, this has made lifters to think a little bit once or twice before you actually press that bar, making sure you hit that depth.
Yeah, so that depth that we're talking about is we're looking for the elbow to be in line, parallel or below the middle of the shoulder joint. So that's what we're looking out for. So that would be a red card if we see that. Georgia National, 147.5. A little slow off the chest, but really snappy at that lockout.
Again, you see a lifter here coming in without wrist wrap, without a belt. Again, it depends on the individual preferences here. Some people get a lot from a belt and a wrist wrap. Some people, they don't.
So a lot of lifters were affected. A lot of lifters weren't affected by the bench rule. Was that something that you had to adjust as a result of?
No. To me, I was laughing when I saw the rules. I was like, welcome to my world.
Yeah, got those deadlift arms.
I'm someone that has long arms, so I didn't really have an issue with that. And plus, I don't have no arch at all.
150 now for Jack.
Again, nice and steady opener there from Jack.
There's a good lift, 3 white lights. I would be interested to see a data sheet of the weight classes that were most affected by that bench rule.
But most of these lifters that were affected in the get-go, they have adapted to it.
Yeah, you always have to, 160 for Ben Della Rust.
Because of some of the big names worldwide, we thought like, oh yeah, that's it, it's gone. But we've seen them on the platform going 3 for bench.
Yeah.
That just tells you people are adapting every day.
Yeah, Owen Hubbard being a big one of those people.
Exactly.
That's a lovely opener.
Speedy 160 from Ben there.
We now have Paul coming out for 165 kilos. Ended squats on that lovely 300.
Another Greater London lifter there. No being biased at all. Always good to see Greater London producing. Nice opener there.
3 white lights, a good lift. 165 will remain on the bar for Finn Wood for our final opening attempt of this flight.
Come on, Finn, let's get our grin so we can have that first attempt for everybody getting the grin. Just a little bit of confidence building for the second and then third.
So 2 to 1, no lift. We're into round 2, first up the bar is 72.5 kilos for Dalton. Very well down the pole, get ready.
Head referee just wanted him to make sure his arms are straight before getting on. And a good lift. It's a lovely looking opener. He's careful as well though that he doesn't set up any further because his head was getting very close to being off the bench.
Again, the bench press is one of those movements you see people not really making a drastic jump of 20 kilo, 25 kilo. Most you see is a 10, 12, maybe the 15 if the confidence is there.
Yeah, even a 5, isn't so uncommon, as we can see here from Ian Lucy, taking 142.5.
Great second then from Yen. You expect, the thing is like sometimes you're second to move that quick, so you know that I got a third, but if your second move a little bit, you're thinking, oh, where am I gonna go? You don't want to get in a position where like there's no way to go.
Yeah, it's important to remember, coach and athlete, that there are 3 attempts for a reason, and build into the attempt. Adam Crayford, 150, second attempt. 7.5 kilo jump.
Bars loaded. 75 kilos. 3 down.
I think this is the only movement as well. You know, if I miss one, I don't lose much. You know, the other two is squats and deadlifts. You know, you lose quite a bit if you miss one.
Yeah, unfortunately, just seems a little bit heavy for Adam there.
You know, some of the miss sometime on a bench press, like maybe just the setup. You see lifters missing and coming out and just smoking on the third.
Yeah, the bench is one of those lifts that you can make a marginal change for a big difference, and we do see that happen. So we'll have to wait and see. It looked like a strength issue, and I hope we're proved wrong. 150 remains on the bar for Charlie Moore.
Bars loaded. 77.5 kilos to Kate Mitchell.
A nice control second attempt there by Charlie.
Yeah, the weight still seems really comfortable for him, and it's a good lift. $152.5 for George Nash. 5 kilo jump from his opener.
Again, these lifts that we see on the platform, you see these numbers moving the way they're moving. Sometimes I've benched about RPE 5 in the gym, but on a comp there's a different game. You have to make way. Sometimes you don't drink properly, you don't eat properly.
The 5 kilo jump seems sensible there. Ooh, unfortunately, gets a yellow from the far side referee, which would be, I imagine, a lifting of the butt or heels. Red from the center referee, where will be for elbow earlier. So that will be a no lift, unfortunately, for George. Andy Williams coming out now for 155. A 10 kilo jump from his opener.
English is up next to 90 kilos. The tallest taken under in the Apollo. That's forwards in round 2 for the ladies. Bar is loaded at 90 kilos for Elsie England.
It's a really, really nice second for Andy there. Very comfortable. 10 kilos barely slowed him down.
I mean, bench is one of those sessions where in those movement where you know you lose a little bit more kilo and you make weight. Because it does, when you make weight for bench press, it does really affect the bench press compared to the squat or the deadlift.
160 on the bar now for Jack Bain.
That's a 10 kilo jump there for Jack. A little bit of a wobble there on that midpoint.
Yeah, something to look a little bit more difficult, but still executed it well, and it is 3 white lights.
I don't know about you. For me, that bench press movement, it might feel light, racket, and when you go down, it just catch you off guard when you're pressing.
Yeah, absolutely, and it really depends if you get a handout as well, how that's given.
Yep.
And preparing yourself, make sure you stay tight as a result. 170 for Ben Della Rust.
Nice second attempt there, nice and clean. That's another 7.5 kilo there from Paul.
Yeah, now to 172.5, which would be a match personal best.
Let's just remind everyone, the British record in this weight class is 245 kilos, 245.5 kilos.
Yeah, obviously held by Tony Cliff. The junior record, however, is held by Kieran Gray at 217.5. That's been held since 2019. I mentioned that, of course, as Finn coming out now for 172.5 is a junior, as well as Charlie Moore. He gets up. Let's wait for the lights from the referees. 3 white lights, a good lift. And that concludes our second round of bench press as we head into the third round now. All lifters with a bench in on the board. 2 just missing their second attempt. First out for third attempts, we have Ian Lucy taking another 5 kilo jump to 147.5.
Is that third attempt? He was trying to scrap that 2.55 kilo just for that bench PB. See.
Did really
Again,
well.
you expected that on the third.
Yeah, and it started to tip a bit back his head, but he got it back in line before it was too hard to.
That's Ian going 3 for 3 for bench.
Adam Crafer now retaking 150. And like we said, it looked like a strength issue, but bench is one of those lifts that you can make micro changes for macro results.
I agree. Very technical lift. Very, very technical.
Let's see if he can change something to get that 150 for a new personal best.
Yeah, that looks like strength there. Unlucky there for Adam.
Yeah, because the technique looked really tight and tidy, but unfortunately just too much today. George Nash also missed his second attempt. Looking to retake it here on his third, 152.5. Just a bit too much today, unfortunately. We have 6 third attempts remaining before heading through to the next flight of 120 B group. First up, Charlie Moore, 157.5.
That's a 7.5 kilo there jump by Charlie. Again, as I said, this is the movement where you see people jumping 10, 7 or 5 for the last.
Yeah, we usually see that smaller jump on the last. This would be for a 2.5 kilo personal best as well. Like you said before, a great place to achieve a personal best.
I mean, you need that personal best on the big stage.
That's a phenomenal press.
Yellow there for central ref there.
Yeah, and it's been overturned, unfortunately. I think the yellow was for his head lifting up.
You almost see his head shaking there when it was pressing.
Yeah, it's a rare call. We don't see heads lift up too often, but it is still a rule and it does happen occasionally. 175 for Ben Della Rust. 5 kilo jump, 3 red plates aside, a big milestone bench.
Always.
Yeah, I'm confused. It says 175 on the score sheet, but it doesn't seem to be what's on the bar. Okay, sorry, it's just skipped. This is actually Jack Bain, 165. Yeah, I said 3 red plates aside, and I looked and was a little worried that it wasn't. But it's a good lift, 3 white lights, and it looks like Jack's on his way to get 175 soon. Just fixing the screen up there, so those who haven't been yet, already been given successful lifts, and as much as we'd like to see them get those greens without doing the lift, rules are rules. So 175 will be lowered onto bar next, and that will be for Ben Della Rust. So do ignore the score sheet. You see here that it says Ben and Paul have both taken their 3rd attempt, and they haven't yet. But I'll take this moment to thank our sponsors, SBD and Eleiko. Without them, none of this would be possible. Of course, we see a lot of SBD come and go on the platform. Singlets, knee sleeves, belts, the Eleiko rack, bar, plates, collars, and the platform itself. So thank you to them for providing all of this, and do check them out if you're here. So now we have Jack Bain, who we saw before was Andy Williams. A bit of a confusion on the screen there. A little bit of a technical glitch. Andy Williams successful with the 162.5. 165 now, Jack Bain. And Ben will follow with the 175.
You see him there spotting the spotters. I love seeing that. Almost you see that confidence level coming up.
Unfortunately, that is no lift.
Just too heavy today, unfortunately.
And now we have our 3 plates.
Yes, I feel highly anticipated now. We thought it was going to come 2 lifters earlier. Ben Della Rust, 175 kilos, 3 red plates. And this would be the personal best of the first time getting those 3 reds on the platform. And maybe even ever.
Judging from Ben's second, 175 shouldn't be a problem because his second moved really well. 170.
Yeah, very easy.
Beautiful. But again, bench press is one of those movements where people intend to hit the hole really quickly. But that 175 move just great.
Yeah, you see very few athletes who have a big grind on bench. It's a very hard thing to do. 2 lifters left in this flight. First up we have Paul taking 177.5. A 5 kilo jump from his second, where he matched his personal best.
Again, due to the nature of the lifters or the nature of the movement, you intend to see a little bit more rides on that 3rd attempt on the bench press, because it's almost like you're pushing your shoulders, your chest to the limit.
It's a very nice 3rd attempt from Paul, and it is a good lift, 3 white lights, and he's having a great day so far. One last bench.
Right, 180.
And just a reminder, we go straight through to the next flight of lifters. This will match his personal best. So here comes Finn Wood with that 180.
No, it's the lifters. I'm not blaming the platform crew. The platform crew are exemplary and above criticism. Legends to a man and woman, or person. The bar is loaded. 65 kilos to Rukayat, Urusola, Roland and White to get ready.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. And that concludes our first flight of the B Group 120s. We head straight through to the next flight for their bench press session. Kicking us off, we have Connor Twinham, 140 kilos. You can see the running order here on the screen as we head into our first lifter. Opening just 2.5 kilos below his personal best.
As a lift, as much as like we don't like coming out the first one to bench, but someone who's watching, you're thinking, let me see that first person, that how quick it moves. It gives like confidence to everyone who's watching.
Yeah, absolutely. 147.5 for Manny Ouga.
Manny that had that incredible grind on that third squat. So let's see what he got for his bench.
Just having flashbacks to that now. Let's hope he didn't use too much energy with that incredible grind. He is just 2.5 kilos below his personal best, so let's hope he has plenty left in the tank for that and more. And that is a good lift.
Again, a 150 kilo opener by Alex, one of our junior in this weight class, which is pretty much 2 kilo below his personal best. That's incredible. What a confidence there.
Yeah, and you do see this quicker progression usually with the junior, so exciting to see where his strength is today.
See Owen Abbott is laughing there, probably is laughing how beautiful the standards are going in our country.
Yes, a lovely easy opener. And a good lift. Hector Van Smieren now, 152.5.
It's pretty much 2.5 kilo below his personal best. My colleague there is trying to look for a magnifier to look at his personal best.
It's quite small on our screen. Gets the start command.
Incredible as a first attempt. You won your first attempt to move like that and feel like that.
Yeah, feeling out your first attempt, you want to know that there's 2 more in there. You know, you're not looking to only have 1 attempt left in you. Hussein Waiswa, 157.5, opening on his personal best.
Again, you notice the trend is most of the juniors that open close to their personal best. Because the rate of progression for the juniors is just incredible. this is literally is a recurring. We've seen it around the world. All the juniors progressions is just like incredible.
Oh, unfortunately, a no lift, a blue from the center referee and a yellow from the side referee. I think the blue perhaps for soft elbows and the yellow for lifting, it seems. Mark Keys now 165.
Again, what I said, don't judge me by going down, judge me by pushing my push. You know, that's incredible. I see him almost like tempoing his attempt, but the speed from his chest is just incredible.
Yeah, very similar to his squat style, tempoed all the way down, very quick on the way up. The only one I don't expect that to see that on in his deadlift.
No.
167.5 for Sam Burgess, opening 2.5 kilos below his personal best. That's a good lift, 3 white lights.
I think for this movement, I always say to people, if you're training in a commercial gym before a major comp, trying to get yourself to a gym that has got a comp kit, because the feeling of these bench pads is totally different.
Yeah, it's well worth knowing the equipment, if you can, that you're going to be competing on and trying at least once or twice to lift on it. More so for bench than anything else.
100%. You see some lifters intend to gain a little bit more with these new bench pads, and some lifters intend to lose a little bit more because almost like it's catching them off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. 172.5 for Barney Skinner, our penultimate opening attempt. Looked a little tough with one arm locked out before the other, but I think he was just held a little bit longer than he expected at the top.
Another free. That's another 3 red plates for an opener. Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely huge. 175 for Stephen Barber. Like you said, those 3 red plates aside. Just telling the head spotter how he'd like that hand out. It's well worth taking the moment if you're a little bit more particular with it.
A little bit sticky for an opener, but great lift by Stephen.
Yeah, and like we said before, some lifters can stay at their top end for a long time, so start heavy and push small amounts. Other lifters like to open conservatively and take bigger jumps because they don't like to be around that top end for a long time. But all bar one lifter with a bench on the board. We head to top again with Connor, 150, a 10 kilo jump for a 7.5 kilo PB.
Again, these big platforms is always nice to test yourself, and then sometimes that to get rid of the nerves, just go there, do what you need to do.
Lovely soft touch. And there's a good lift.
You see some lifters to maximize their leg drive, they love getting that hard touch, and some people they love getting that soft touch. It all depends again with the individual how much you get from your leg drives.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's the money there going for 5 kilos.
Oh, I just struggled with that right elbow a little bit.
Again, you see that like, it's 2.5 kilo above his max.
Yeah, and he says to his coach, same again. You know, when you're at that top end, it really is tough, especially like you said, you have to make weight. You know, you have a long comp day. There's a lot of variables going into it. 160 for Alex Stokes. Another athlete going for a personal best on their second attempt.
That's a 7.5 kilo personal best. Regardless whether the lift is bench, squat, deadlift, 7.5 kilos is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. Moved very nicely. And it is a good lift, very easy 7.5 kilo PB.
Again, this is what we said about these juniors. The rate of progression is incredible. It's just hard to judge.
Yeah, it really is. You know, you see that a lot of junior competitions where you have no idea based on the personal best how they'll do on the day. 162.5 for Hector.
Whenever I do these predictions about these nationals or these divisional or these big comps, I always struggle with the juniors because their rate of progression is just sky high.
Very solid there for Hector, and a good lift. Hussein Weisler now has chosen to go up to 165.
Which is 7.5 kilo his personal best.
Yeah, he opened on his PB and just didn't get it. Got a blue and a yellow, chosen to go up. Quite risky, but big risk, big reward. And I was a little worried he wouldn't be able to push through that, but he did. 2-1, a good lift. Does get called from the side referee for glutes lifting. Jury are discussing it, but I think they'll let it stand. Looks like it will stay. So he's on the board with that 165. Sam Burgess now 177.5. Now an open lifter going for a 7.5 kilo personal best.
On a bench press, it's big weight. Big weight. I mean, as a person best, you expect something to move like that, which is great.
Yeah, it is a good lift. Some of these lifts are some of the harder second attempts. The question begs, you know, where do they go for their third? But a problem for us in a few minutes' time. 180 for Barney Skinner, 7.5 kilo jump. There's a good lift.
Yeah, some lifters intend to get that little bit longer pose on the chest. We saw that from Barney there. Even though he got the press command, he waited for that spare second.
Yeah, and a lifter gets the press command when the bar is stationary on the chest, so it can be very quick, and it can take a little while if the center ref is not happy with the bar being still on your chest. 182.5 for Stephen Barber, 7.5 kilo jump. It's 2.5 kilos below his personal best.
Great second attempt right there, 182.5 kilos.
There's a yellow from the far side referee for glutes lifting off the bench. But it will remain as a good lift as we head into our final second attempt for Mark Keys, 185.
You see a lot of lifters there, they intend to question some cards they get. It's just because they want to fix the next attempt. That's what people intend to ask, what was they red for?
With everything going on, I didn't realise Mark has jumped 20 kilos on his bench.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's a big weight on the bench press.
That is a huge jump. He's very controlled on his opener. You can see again here. Wow.
Wow.
And he has got a PB of 215, so plenty in the tank.
Again, over 215 bench press, you expected a 20 kilo jump from 165.
Yeah, definitely did not see that coming. But it moved almost as easily as his opener.
Again, another history making on that second platform over there.
We head through to our third attempts now. Manny retaking that 152.5, which he just failed on what looked like strength.
We are just being stared by British powerlifting daddy. Tony Cliff right there. That's a good one for Manny. Come on, come on. Unlucky.
Yeah, just that right side not wanting to push quite as much as the left.
Again, when you are above your limit, which is 2.5 kilo is personal best, so you expect things like that on the third.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of the primetime 120s come in, like you said. Tony Cliff watching over where he'll be lifting later today. 157.5 for Connor now.
Come on, Connor. Nice third attempt right there.
Yeah, it's a lovely third attempt and a good lift.
Lovely. As a lifter, sometimes you just want to go 6 for 6, 3 squats, 3 bench press, and then let it all out for the deadlift.
Yeah, absolutely. Set yourself up with a big subtotal to push it as much as you can when it comes to the time to pull. 2.5 kilo jump for Hector now to 165.
Come on.
Wow, and that was the perfect weight.
Beautiful. That is the definition of leaving everything on the platform.
Yeah, and you know what? People often underutilize the 2.5 kilo jump. It's better to get 2.5 kilos than miss 5. 165 for Alex Stokes. Another personal best.
You know, in this sport, every kilo counts. Every kilo is important.
Absolutely. Just
little
not
bit
quite
stick
there.
for Alex. At the same time, this bench press session, you see some people struggling, some people hitting them faster. Again, you don't want to be going home wondering if only I took 2.5 kilo, would have added 2.5 kilo my total rather than taking 7 or 10.
Yeah. You say now 170. He missed his opener, got a yellow and a blue, got 165 after going up, now 170 for his third. Just too much, unfortunately, but good that he got that second attempt in, so he can continue to build a total.
100%. Just as a reminder, even though he missed the first and the third, but still the 165 there, that's 7.5 kilo PB.
$180 kilos for Sam Burgess, 2.5 kilo jump from his second. This would give him a 10 kilo PB for today. Another perfect number call there. And 3 white lights, a good lift.
He's just incredible for that 646.
Yeah.
2.5 kilo on top of your second, on your third on the bench press.
Another lifter utilizing that 2.5 kilo jump. We have Barney Skinner going to 182.5, looking to extend his personal best. Seeing some phenomenal third attempts. And a good lift. And actually, all the lifters who have utilized that 2.5 kilo jump are all the lifters who have got their third attempts in this flight. Got to leave that ego at the door.
As a handler, when you put a 2.5 kilo on the lift and then your lifter hits it, it just makes your day.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you know it was the right call. 2 benches remaining. First up, we have Stephen Barber, 187.5, a 5 kilo jump from his second.
I think our next 2 lifters is that 5 kilo jump from their second.
Amazing. It didn't look like it went down.
He kept him going up.
There we go. 2 to 1, a good lift. And one final lift. It looks like the jury are happy with that, remaining as a good lift. 190 for Mark Keys. Jumped 20 kilos from his first to his second, and now 5 kilos from his second to third, which is a strange choice.
Incredible jump.
Yeah. I mean, the 20 kilos barely slowed him down, but perhaps, like we said, doesn't want to spend too much time at that top end.
And you see some lifters getting a hand out, some people just doing it themselves. Wow. There are some pressure. You look at it thinking you don't even need to look at the referees.
Yeah, he's a very clean lifter. And that concludes our bench session. We're going to have a 10-minute break and then head into our deadlift session to conclude the 120B group. We'll see you there, and for the prime time tonight, 120s, 6:30. Hello and welcome back to the SBD British Open Classic Championships 2024. We are heading into the 120 B group deadlifts, where they are looking to secure, build, and get their totals. We have 2 flights of 120s as usual, with the prime time competing later today. And the competition doesn't start until the bar hits the floor. They can't get a total unless they get a deadlift in. So, first deadlift, a very important one.
I bet this is where the fun is for everyone who's watching, the fans. Deadlifts is where you see like literally handlers going left and right, center changing attempts.
We have Jack Bain kicking us off with 250 on the bar.
I expect this to be pretty comfortable with a big ooh. This is why you call you blink and you miss it.
That is a good lift. 3 white lights secures his total. $262.5 kilos loaded on the bar for Andy Williams. Same weight remain on the bar for George Nash to follow.
Again, over 285 kilo PB. You expect this to fly as an opener.
Nice and easy. 3 white lights, a good lift. And if anywhere, your deadlift opener is something you want to be relatively conservative with, just because you need to secure that total. 262.5 remains in the bar for George Nash. So like we said, different athletes have different approaches. Some like to open really conservative, make those bigger jumps. Some like to stay close to their top end.
I mean, especially on the deadlifts, you expect this is where we see people making those huge jumps.
Yeah.
People can make a 20-30 kilo jump from the first to the second.
Yeah, much more common to see on deadlifts, especially in this weight class. It's a good lift, 3 white lights. What's the number jump that you think an athlete can make that you'd start being shocked by in deadlifts? What's the amount of kilos that you think you'd start being shocked by seeing go on the bar?
I think for me is when you start hitting that 25 kilo, north of 25 kilo, you start shocking the system a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 270 for Poole.
But these big jump, again, good lifts by Paul there, but this is the big jump we're talking about. We intend to see from big deadlifters, the likes of course, today, later on, we're going to be seeing Nonso, Indy, Tony, and of course, we'll be seeing more going up for that deadlift. So you expect that, 30 kilo jump, 35 kilo jump from the first to the second?
I'm sure Mo would appreciate you almost forgetting him there.
After what he did at Sheffield, of course I'm going to forget him. 391, he didn't get it.
Today's redemption. 280 now for the next 3 lifters, first of which is Ian Lucy.
Beautiful.
Very, very quick.
This weight class, like, again, I've said this and I'll keep on saying this. British powerlifting, 120 kilos weight class is exciting. Whoever is a B group, A group, or whatever, it's just exciting to see these guys shifting this amount of weight.
That's a good lift.
280 kilo there from Finn with that beautiful 320 squat. Beautiful.
280 remains on the bar for Ben Della Rust.
You see Ben there opening about 27 kilo off his PB.
Yeah, and you can tell it looked pretty conservative. It's a nice opener. 285 loaded on the bar for Adam Crafer, our penultimate opening attempt.
Great lift there.
A good lift. We head now into our final opener of this flight, Charlie Moore, who will keep 285 on the bar.
You see Charlie there opening with 15 kilo off his personal best. You expect this opener to fly a little bit.
Especially as a junior, like we said, the rate of progression is so high.
I mean, we saw just what happened earlier there, but Adam, this junior just makes things just look so easy.
Very comfortable opener for Charlie. Good lift.
For someone that has a 300 personal best, you don't expect 285 to move like that. It's just incredible to see.
And we are back to the top of the flight for the second round. All lifters securing their total. Now they can build and grow to their second and third attempts. 270 on the bar for Jack Bain, a 20 kilo jump from his opener. There's a good lift, 3 white lights.
I think, again, on the deadlifts, right, to me, over the years, people, I mean, some of them that have handled me over the years, including Paul Marsh, they've always said the first one is for the ref, the second one is for your coach, and the third one is for you. So we almost can see that here. The first one is live for the rest, for me to get those white lights. The second one is for my coach to go, like, oh yeah, the program has worked. The third one is for me. With the hard work I've been putting on it.
This one for the coach then, for George Nash, 7.5. 15 kilo jump from his opener.
Another fellow hook grip puller there. Beautiful.
And a good lift. Paul Olawogboyi, 280 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from his opener.
Nice and steady there from Paul.
A good lift, 3 white lights. A 20 kilo jump now for Andy Williams, jumping to 282.5 for his second. Very nice. Slowed down a little bit, but kept it moving.
Incredible second attempt. Sometimes some of these attempts you can tell like he moved like a second. He has a few more left for that third.
Especially jumping 20 kilos. It's not a small amount of weight. Ian Lucy now jumping 15 kilos to 295.
Which is 10 kilo below his personal best.
That is a good lift, 3 white lights. $10-kilo jump here for Adam Crafer to 295. To match his personal best. Three white lights, a good lift, and I think he'll be looking to chase that 300-kilo milestone today. Our first of 2 juniors here to come out. Finn Wood attempting that 300-kilo deadlift, and this would give him an 800-kilo total on his second attempt at deadlift.
And that's a 5-kilo personal best. Incredible. Wow. Wow. That's the magic of being a junior.
Yeah, it's very, very strong. And, you know, a lot of lifters chase that 800-kilo total for years, and achieving that as a junior is pretty amazing.
I mean, going back to history, 800 kilo used to be a mountain to climb. Now
Yeah.
people are hitting it on the second attempt.
As a junior.
As a junior. Incredible.
305 now, a 25-kilo jump for Ben Della Rust.
Comfortable second attempt right there.
Yeah, I would agree. Comfortable is the word I would use there as well. Good lift. Our final second attempt now for Charlie Moore. 22.5-kilo jump from his opener to 307.5. This would give him a total PB of 2.5 and lands him just 2.5 kilos below his deadlift PB.
The focus there. That does not look like someone that had a 2.5 kilo below his personal best. That's an incredible lift.
Really, really strong. And that concludes the second round of deadlifts. We head through to the third and final lift of the day for these lifters. Third deadlift, final lift of the day before we head through to the next flight, where they will conclude this session for us.
Normally, this is the round where you see the handlers trying to place their athlete as high as possible. So you expect some changes around.
282.5 for Jack Bain.
Here is Jack there that doesn't want to waste any time. Get it done. That's it. Beautiful day.
Just takes a moment to thank the referees there. 287.5 being loaded for George Nash, a 10-kilo jump from his second.
That's a 12.5 kilos PB. Incredible.
Yeah, and it also gave him a 10 kilo PB on his total as well. So even though not the perfect day, still to come out with these huge PBs is super impressive.
Incredible when you see a lifter pulling and having a little bit of smirk at the top, but it's not something I would advise for people to do on a platform, because especially when you're on these big platform, any mistake can happen when you do things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait to celebrate till afterwards, I would say.
100%. 100%.
292.5, a 10 kilo jump for Andy Williams. This would give him a 9 for 9 day and a 45 kilo total PB. That is incredible.
160 kilos, Casey Baker.
I just feel like my eyes were telling me lies when he said 35 kilo total PB. It's just wow from Andy.
Unfortunately, not there today, but still walks away with a 35 kilo total PB. 45 would have been great, but 35 is still phenomenal.
Incredible. Especially on a big platform like this.
6 lifts remaining, and they are all 300 and up. First of which is 300 kilos for Paul, a 20 kilo jump. Can he be our first 9 for 9 athlete in this flight?
That is another huge kilo PB right there.
A good lift, 9 for 9, a perfect day. Interesting, actually, just looking at that. Paul went 10 kilo jump from first to second, then 20 kilo jump from second to third, but it worked for him.
Works.
302.5 now for Ian Lucy. So I think he's just run off there to get chalk on his hands. Only has 20 seconds left. There's only one command in deadlift, and it is down.
He still has got time.
Wow. You got to respect the effort.
Great effort.
Yeah, I think in the heat of the moment, getting hyped to the bar, just forgot to get that chalk on his hands. And it threw him off.
Sometimes in this sport, again, lifting weights, every variable here is really important. Some people can be put off by just seeing the bar looking different than before.
Yeah, you often see lifters as well spending half their time rolling the bar around the platform, you know, focusing on these minute details. It does matter to some lifters.
Trying to get that correct spot for you to pull that weight or squat is important.
302.5 for Adam Crafer.
He already has a 2.5 kilo PB. He's trying to make it 10. Come on, Adam.
Wow, exhibited excellent patience. It's a good lift.
deadlift PB, total PB, 10 kilos. Incredible.
Yeah, excellent job there. .307.5 now for Finn Wood to land him on an 807.5 total, a huge personal best.
Again, this is the round we said that people start pushing the boundaries now, adding the 5 kilo on the deadlift.
Just a bit too heavy today, unfortunately.
Heavy for Finn there.
Our penultimate lifter of this first flight before heading through to the next flight of 120s to see their openers. We have Ben Della Rust, 322.5 on the bar.
That is a big jump. That is a 17.5 kilo jump from his second to third. Wow.
Interested to see how this moves. We'd give him a 20 kilo PB on his total.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic final attempt actually. A good lift.
This is why we said beautiful reds, 6 reds each side.
Yeah, another big milestone here for the junior lifter, Charlie Moore. 325. This will be a 15 kilo PB on deadlift and a 20 kilo PB on total. Walks on, belt in hand.
It is that last pull of the day. You just saw, okay, one more and that's it, I'm done. For 20 kilo PB, incredible.
Oh, he's so close, but
unlucky Charlie.
Yeah,
that would have been a 25 kilo PB on the deadlift and 20 kilo PB on the total.
Yeah, and that concludes our first flight of lifters. We head through now to the second flight of 120s where we will see their openers unfold.
We are about to witness our first attempt for our second flight. 225 kilo there by Marquez. It's just a big shout out to our sporters that making sure that the bar is nice and clean for our lifters. Nice 4 red plates there by Mark. Beautiful. It's just the confidence you get from that first attempt there when you're coming out on the deadlifts. Tells you that you got a little bit more for the second and then third. Nice one there. And then we move on to 255 kilo by Stephen Barber. You expect this to move it quite comfortably with a big PB or a big personal best on the deadlifts, which is like a 285 kilo from Stephen Barber here.
165 kilos for Shad artillery loading, bar of loading for Shad Anwar and Williams together.
It's a good lift there from Stephen. Next one we have got Sam Burgess here for 265 kilo, which is 12.5 kilo off his personal best.
Go, Sam.
Nice first attempt there from Sam.
Let's load up 270 now for Brian Skinner. And Stokes to follow.
Barney, another Greater London lift there, opening with 270 kilos, which is again should be quite comfortable for him.
Brian Skinner.
After going 6 for 6 on the bench and the squat, Barney is trying to go for 9 for 9. Let's see. Fairly comfortable as a first attempt here. Our next lift is Connor here. So again, that's that beautiful 5 red plates each side from Connor.
Bar is loaded, 175 kilos to Bethany Winkler.
This is only 2.5 kilo off his personal best.
Three white lights and a good lift. For Winkler, 185 on the bar for Brooks. Akiloman, Ogusola, get ready.
That's a lovely looking opener there for Connor.
185 kilos to Natasha Brooks.
And it is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Alex Stokes bar is loaded, 280 on the bar.
Three white lights, good lift.
280 now for Alex Stokes, one of our 2 juniors in this flight.
Sola Irawo as a line. Bars loaded, 175 kilos to Eddie Akiloman.
Nice, strong looking opener there for Alex. Just waiting the referee's light. I would be surprised if there was anything wrong with that. 3 white lights, a good lift.
This is right up next, 285, bars loaded, Van Sweden, get ready.
285 for Hussein Weiswa now.
Ogusola, Ogusola.
Extremely promising young athlete. Three white lights, a good lift.
Three white lights, a good lift. Next up is Victor Van Sweden, 295. Followed by Mario Luca.
Three white lights, good lift at 200 for Ogusola, 202.5 for Irawo. And she'll be followed
295, our penultimate opening attempt in this flight for Hector Van Smieren. Currently 6 for 6. Chasing that perfect day, I'm sure. Lovely and easy, no messing about there. And I believe that is a good lift. Again, just some difficulties with that light. 3 white light is a good lift.
Next up, 307.5 for his loaded for Mani Oruga. 307.5 for his
Mani Oruga now, 307.5, a big opening attempt, has a PB of 320. And already with this opening attempt, gets very close to his total PB of 717.5. Gets the down command, but holds it a little extra just in case, and is a good lift. We have all of this flight on the board with their total. They can continue to push it now, build and grow into those second and third attempts to get as high of a total as possible. $275 kilos. Wow, for Mark Keys, who's taking a 50-kilo jump from his opener. And we were talking about what a big jump looks like. This is pretty uncommon. But it works for him. Absolutely incredible. 3 white light is a good lift. I imagine to see maybe 10 kilos on top of that. It's a strange spread of jumps, but it seems to be working for him so far today. $275 now, a 20-kilo jump for Stephen Barber.
This is 177.5 kilos for Sean Arthurton.
A nice looking second attempt there. And a good lift.
Next up, Sam Burgess, 280.5 kilos on the bar for Sam.
I feel like after that 50-kilo jump, I'm not going to be surprised by any jumps we see today.
I mean, when you have a 50-kilo jumps, the rest of the jumps almost they look minimal, but they are still big jumps.
Yeah, absolutely that. We have a jump here, 17.5 kilos for Sam Burgess. So 282.5. Three white lights, a good lift.
290 kilos on the bar for our next lifter. Barney Stiller coming out onto the platform. He's taking a 20-kilo jump from his owner.
290 kilos on the bar now for Barney Skinner, a 20-kilo jump from his opener.
Which is just like 5 kilo of his personal best. I mean, on the deadlifts, you expect that on the second attempt when people feel like the training has gone really well.
Yeah, and I'll be surprised if I didn't see him chasing that 300 today. A little tough, but conventional is the stance that you generally can grind a little bit more in. And is a good lift for Barney.
It's just a big shout here to the crowd, even though like we have got a big flights there, but the crowd is just packed. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. To the point actually where there are people standing because there aren't that many seats left. 295 for Connor Twinam, sorry. 20-kilo jump from his opener. This is a huge personal best for him. Currently stands at 277.5.
Wow. Wow. And you can tell after that second attempt that you can see that he has got more in the tank.
Yeah, and a huge total PB today. He is well into the 700s, and he could be looking at a near 100 kilo PB total if I can see the screen correctly. Which I wouldn't be surprised if I can't. 297.5 for Alex Stokes.
That's a 7.5 kilo off his personal best. Again, as I said, on these second attempts, you expect a little bit, but 7.5 kilo the people personal best after a good training session or prep.
He does manage to lock it out, but I'm a little worried that the bar dips there, Durance.
I saw a little bit of downhill movement there, so
yeah, there we go. Has another shot of that on his third, of course, but hopefully didn't expend too much energy in that. 302.5 being loaded on the bar for Hussein Raswa. This would give him a 35 kilo total PB.
on the second attempt.
On his second attempt, yeah, wow.
Again, the magic of being a junior. Which is 12 kilo PB on the deadlift.
Wow.
Wow.
And makes it look pretty easy. Good lift. Hector Van Smieren now taking a 20 kilo jump to 315 for his second attempt. This will give him a 10 kilo total PB.
Wow, that's a 10 kilo total PB. That's how you do it.
He's having a phenomenal day so far. Currently 8 for 8.
A great day, great day.
One deadlift remaining before we head into the third and final round of deadlifts in this group of 120s. 325 being loaded onto the bar for Manny Ouga.
That is the magic 6 plates, 6 red plates.
Yeah, it's a nice looking bar for sure. Beautiful.
Which is giving Manny a 10 kilo PB on the total and a 5 kilo PB on the deadlift. Look at those long arms. That is the beauty of having long arms on the deadlift.
Yeah, I can't relate personally, but I'm sure it certainly helps. 3 white lights, a good lift, and really tidy deadlift from Manny. And that concludes the second round of deadlifts. We go straight through to the third round, where the man of big jumps himself comes out. Mark Keys took a 50 kilo jump from first to second, now a ever so slightly smaller 10 kilo jump to second to third.
You got to respect a 50 kilo jump,
especially when
what
successful. Yeah, I mean, when successful.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
Yeah, 285 now for Mark. If he gets this, the spread of jumps across his deadlift is 60 kilos from first to third. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
You have to respect it.
All the respect in the world. A 60 kilo jump from first to third is incredible. Just mind you, his personal best is a 305. Maybe he had some issues during prep or whatever, but that's just incredible.
And I guarantee if I asked anybody how they think 60 kilos across 3 jumps would have gone, you would not have said 50 then 10.
Oh no.
290 now on the bar for Stephen Barber, a 15 kilo jump from his second.
Stephen Barber's gone in for the 5 kilo total PB.
Wow.
Incredible.
Strong end for Stephen.
What a day. What a day. What a day.
He certainly earned every single kilo that he got on that deadlift.
Some birds just trying to go for that 9 for 9. Beautiful 9 for 9 day.
Yeah, can he be the first of this flight to go 9 for 9, 295 on the bar?
Which is an incredible PB from 687.5 kilo previously.
Yeah, that would give him a 745 total. Wow. Yeah, that is absolutely
That's
incredible. That is a huge total PB for Sam. What an incredible day, and 9 for 9.
That's huge.
Couldn't really ask for much more. Alex Stokes now retaking 297.5. Just lost his grip on his left hand on his second attempt. Let's see if he can hold on to it this time round.
Is chasing for that 22.5 kilo PB. Again, this is the lift where you expect these PB to be smashed, but these numbers are just incredible to see.
Oh, unfortunately not. Sorry, I'm mistaken. It wasn't grip on the first one. He just had that downward
But
movement.
still a PB is a PB.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's had a good day nonetheless. The standards are high, and he's at the Open Nationals as a junior. Now, we've only had 1 9 for 9 so far, and we have another athlete who has the opportunity to do so. Barney Skinner going for that 300 kilo deadlift, a huge milestone. It would also be a huge total personal best for him as well. 750.
That's incredible for Barney here. The crowd is just erupting. We love to see that magic number, that 300 kilos. Come on, Barney. Oh, you go. Last lift.
Unfortunately not there today, but still 8 for 9 and a huge PB total.
Last 4 lifts of this flight.
Yeah, some big ones coming up here. Connor Twinham, 310 kilos, a 15 kilo jump from his second.
With a 277.5 kilo PB to 310. It's huge.
And I believe this would give him a near 100 kilo total PB, as it was at 645.4, and this is a 747.5 total if he gets this.
And 2.5 kilo total PB here.
In 97.
Let's see him. Wow.
Even without that, a huge total PB.
Huge total PB.
Absolutely incredible. We only have one athlete who has the opportunity left to go 9 for 9, but still 3 opportunities to get some mammoth deadlifts.
he just said it's nice to see athletes thanking the referees and the sports on the platform.
Yeah, he also thanked the table who took his attempts, and that's more uncommon to see.
That's brilliant.
317.5 now for Hussein Waiswa to give him a 762.5 total.
That's a 50 kilo jump.
50 kilo PB, yeah. Wow.
The magic of being a junior.
Oh, to post a total like this at the Open Championships is so impressive as an Open, let alone as a junior.
Let's see what you say. This is your last big tool. Stay with it, Farm. Stay with it.
Let's see, Hussein. You got it. Let's see. Keep on pulling. Keep on pulling. Keep on pulling.
Unfortunately, not
Just
there
on
today.
that sticking point.
Still walks away with a 90.9 GL point.
This is the only sport where I see the sport, the ref, the judge screaming for someone left. Incredible.
330 kilos now for Hector Van Smieren to 9 for 9 and end on a 765 total.
We're about to witness history on the other platform.
Two lifts remaining on this platform, 330 for Hector.
Let's see that 330 kilo from Hector, which is a 15 kilo jump. It's about that time for the 9 for 9 day. Huge PB, 25 kilo PB. That's
What a strong end to
easiest
the
PB
day.
I've seen. Incredible.
9 for 9 for Hector.
Incredible.
A perfect day.
Our last pull of the day on this platform, 337 kilo point 5 for Mane. Just history being made on the other platform by Ziana.
337.5 for Manny Awuga.
Last lift of this platform by Mane. Come on, Mane. Last one. That is a 17.5 kilo PB on the deadlift. All you got. Use those long arms. And keep on pulling. Keep on pulling. Keep on pulling.
So close. The whole crowd is behind him. But it is just glued
Just that
there.
last lockout, that last bit. 2 to 1, unlucky.
Yeah, but that huge grind on deadlift. And that concludes, ladies and gentlemen, the 120 groups. We return at 6:30 for the 120A group, so we'll have no medal ceremony now, but we will do later. Durans, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you. I'm honored for being here. This was incredible. It was fun to watch.
Absolutely. So we will join you again, as I said, at 6:30 for the prime time in an hour and a half. You won't want to miss it. The battle of a lifetime in the 105s and 120s. We will catch you there.
They're still coming out. Shuffle a little bit. Everyone is getting a goodie bag from our sponsor ESN.